Hey guys, Huzz here bringing you another video. Now welcome back to, again, a kind of League discussion, but we're actually specifically looking at things that Riot have, like, done themselves. So last episode, which was yesterday's evening, we talked about preseason changes and, you know, all that good stuff, and I'm pretty happy with most of it, and it seems you guys are too. I'm recording this now the next day, and we're going to be talking about removing cheaters from League of Legends, because it's interesting, right? Like, a lot of people have always, you know, there's either two sides. Either, oh my god, I get scripters and cheaters all the time and people are boosting all the time. Or there's a lot of people going, I don't think I've ever encountered it. I don't even think there's, like, really a middle ground. I guess maybe I'm a middle ground. I've definitely experienced some of it, but it's not blown out or, like, a lot of people make it to be. But what I'm going to say is we're going to open up the floor, and this is either going to go really good or really bad. In the comment section, I want to open the forum discussion to the topic of cheating. And obviously, I hate cheaters. I think a lot of people do. But this is where I'm opening the floor. If you are somebody that has cheated in League of Legends, feel free to make a different YouTube account if you want to be anonymous and stuff. Tell people, why did you do it? Because I can't get myself in the mentality of cheating. I can't put myself into, you know, wanting to script and bot. I've never wanted to, you know, the idea of getting boosted to me is, like, you know, almost sickening. So in the comments, let people know why you really did it. And I'll say, you know, I'm not going to say people aren't probably going to go at you. Probably they will a bit, because it's obviously not a great thing to do. But I do invite people to put them comments if you have done it. Obviously, don't make up if you have. But, like, if you genuinely have cheated, then let me know. Like, again, I do know somebody in real life that has done it. It was an old high school friend of mine. That I didn't even know he played League. And a few years down the line, I hadn't spoken to him probably for about 3 or 4 years. He finds out I'm a YouTuber, finds out I play League a lot, and then his account, I'm like, wow, you're in Diamond. He was like in Diamond 2 or Diamond 1 or something, and he was a Master E or something main. And turns out his account got banned, and he admitted to me, yeah, I got banned for scripting. I'm like, wow, what the hell's the point of that? So, yeah, I don't know. It's really weird, and it's not really a friend anymore, but yeah, it's just weird. So anyway, if you're reading this, you're probably not banned from League of Legends, and that usually means our paths haven't crossed before. True. Like the cheaters we oppose, we're regularly forced to work in the shadows, often remaining silent to occlude our detection methodology. Wow. So basically what they're saying here is you may not hear from the people that get rid of cheaters a lot, and the reason why you don't is because it's on purpose. They don't want to be like, hey guys, we're going to be looking at this part of the internet today, so, you know, all the websites that are in this category we're going to be looking at. They don't want to let people know. You know, they busted about a year ago a massive scripting organization that they took them to court and won like $5 million from them. They don't want people to know what's going on. That makes sense. So we're the friendly anti-cheat team, and we figured the end of another LoL season would be a great to, one, share some metrics on the cheats that annoy us the most, that is true, and two, remind everyone that fair video games are our favourite type of video games, and three, make an attempt at the world record for cheaters suspended. Wow, interesting. So, right, like that, number 3, if anybody, you know, listening to this, and that's a pretty good thing to hear. Like, obviously it's a bit of a joke, but it's like, we want to ban cheaters a lot. We're going for the world record. Like, that's a good thing to hear, to be honest. As somebody who is very much opposed to cheating, hell yeah, bring it on, Riot, go for it. So, what is the anti-cheats team? We don't need to go through it all the time, like all of this, but basically they're the 3. Prevention, detection, and deterrence. So, the first step to stopping it is just preventing it even happening. Don't have, like, leaks and holes in your game that could allow cheating. Then detecting if cheating is going on, make sure you're aware that it's going on. And finally, deterrence. You know, what is there to stop people cheating in the first place? You know, will you get sent to prison if you're the owner of a scripting website? Will you have a massive fine? What about the people that use scripts in game or cheats in game? Your obviously account will get banned. And I will say right now, just to make it very clear, if anybody who is not, you know, opening themselves up, but you are watching this and you are somebody that scripts, Riot does know you script. It's not a secret. The reason why you haven't been banned is because you're one small little account. In the grand scheme of things, that's not much. Riot bans scripters and stuff in waves. And it can be every couple years. It doesn't have to be every 6 months, every 3 months. They have done massive waves that they have banned like over 10,000 accounts in chunks of all people just script on one day. that, again, you can tell when it happens is you go on the Riot boards and there are so many people go, I got banned for nothing. It's like they've all been scripting and they just don't want to admit it. Or maybe they scripted like 6 months ago for a couple games. You're still going to get banned. You still broke the rules. So yeah, that's it. That's fine. That makes sense. Why is there an anti-cheat team? Yep, simple. Only need this is because players cheat. Again, I don't get it. I'm somebody that believes in what skill rating you are. That should shine through. And if you're not good enough to get somewhere, get better, or that's it. Like, I know people are, a bit weirder in the sense of like, no, I deserve, like, again, the classic defense that I've always had about scripters, and there was this really deluded Katarina person a couple years back that the whole of Reddit laughed and blew up about. He was scripting, and he was streaming on Twitch, him scripting. And everybody in the show's like, you're just showing your scripting, you're just going to get banned. And he was that deluded to be like, no, I'm not going to get banned for scripting. It's because I'm not good enough to be high rating, so this is just what's helping me get there. That this is allowed. And obviously, yeah, he got permabanned. So it's like, some people are just a little bit deluded in the fact that, no, scripting is not allowed no matter what. But yeah. Who is the anti-cheat team? A gaggle of hackers complete with trench coats, mods, but yeah. So they are probably people that have experience in the area, to be honest. Like, if you guys know, obviously a little bit of a different world is, the FBI and the CIA and MI6, they hire really elite hackers to counter terrorism and hacking. I guarantee that Riot do probably hire some people that have, made those scripts in the past. It probably is a thing. They are the experts in that field, to be honest. So, well, there you go. I didn't even read this part. We're comprised of a few ex-cheat developers. There you go. Some data scientists and analysts. So yeah, literally, it does contain the people that made the scripts. So, anything else here? Nothing really much. Okay, so scripting. League is in a severe authoritative game, and every client connects to an instance that manages the game state. So yeah, you're directly connecting to their server. It's not a P2P, it's their servers. They have every data stream that's going through the game. They are aware what's happening, basically. What this means is the type of cheating you see isn't normally going to be crazy exploits like game modes or map hacks. Yeah, it's basically that something is controlling your character, is that your inputs of your keyboard and mouse, there are the only things that you can really cheat in League of Legends. So yeah, scripting is a bot that is playing on your behalf, like aimbots, cooldown trackers, and combos. I have actually seen some people defend cooldown trackers. Obviously, it's not as a big thing anymore, but there used to be a cooldown tracking bot that people used to use, especially in High Diamond. Back in Season 3, I definitely played with people that used it because they knew every single cooldown that you had. That the bot automatically knew, again, it has all inputs and stuff, like it knows how long Victor's ultimate is with the cooldown reduction he has, and it literally tells you when his ult is back up with seconds. Like, it's just a running count, so you 100% know what the enemy team has up and not. And obviously that's not allowed. I've seen people defend that. It's like, no. And superhuman gameplay and stuff. No one wants to give Diamond Border to a spacebar. So yeah, again, you're not earning any rating if you're using a cheat, and that's what Riot's thing. If you're achieving Diamond while scripting, they're saying your spacebar won that, your keyboard won that, not you. Agree. This way is usually implemented as some of the hackers will come along and assemble the game client using specialized software and raw talent. They'll determine where all the important game functions are, writing custom code to reference them. Finally, so this is very technical. We don't really need to. So what is this? This is showing. So the point that I made earlier is I showed that they do it in peaks and troughs. So if you are watching this, you are a scripter, this actually kind of proves my point, is you'll notice that it's not just like a steady banning thing, there's spikes. So here's they banned, so this is ranked games played with a cheater. So right now, by the way, it is less than 1%. It's about 0.2% of ranked games right now have a cheater. 0.2%. Roughly, of all ranked games. It did peak out a couple, in 2016, when would that have been? Season 6? Well, yeah. And it did peak out about 4.4%, and I will say, it'd be interesting to know, and if they actually show what the ban to scripting ratio of rating is, because I reckon the higher rating has more scripters in it, naturally. because obviously the scripting tool is helping people climb to higher ratings, so I would guess they're higher rating. But yeah, these are the peaks. So on one day, they banned those 4%. You can see it's like a rolling effect. Those 4% of players that are using scripts, they banned them all in one day. Like, boom, one day. Another one, boom, one day, boom, one day. And they're doing it less commonly now because there are less. You can see here, they practically had no cheaters in ranked games around this period earlier in 2018. Not even that long ago. It apparently is rising a little bit though, so Riot have to be careful about that. But yeah, that's a good sign. You know, ranked games are where your rating's on the line, and the worst feeling ever is, you know, losing to somebody who's not really playing the game. So props to Riot if this is all, you know, well, it's obviously true. It's a natural going down. And their bans seem to be spiking quite often, so that's pretty cool. So, other metrics worth noting. We've banned over 7 million accounts of scripting worldwide in the last 3 years, with 5 million of those being handled by Tencent in China. Oh, okay, so really they've only banned 2 million that are going to affect me or you, because Tencent is a completely different wing. They don't interact with us. It's a kind of a different League of Legends experience. So yeah, interesting. Today, the average player is likely to encounter a futile scripter just once in every 400 ranked games. Again, I do think that ratio would increase the higher rating you are. Like, say, in Diamond, I reckon it's probably like 1 in every 80 or 90 ranked games, I would guess, is when you have a scripter in high Diamond. Only 9% of scripting suspensions in 2018 resulted in player reform. So literally what they're saying is the people that are using scripts are just cheaters in life in general, pretty much. So only 9% of the people that got banned and suspended, after their account got unsuspended, they didn't do it anymore. So what? 91% of people... Wow. 91% of people continued scripting even if they got banned. Which, again, it doesn't surprise me. They're just the type of people that they are. Wow. Holy moly. And it otherwise takes an average of 5.1 banned accounts before a cheater finally installs a... Wait, what? Oh my god, really? So they're saying the average person that is never going to reform, they're like, no, I'm scripting, I want to just get Diamond, you know, without even playing, I'm getting it. They have to get banned 5 times before they get the message of, okay, I'm just not going to play League anymore, I'm just going to get banned all the time. 5 accounts! Holy moly, that's worse than I thought. See, this is where I think it's worth doing a video on this, because this is interesting to me. I say, if this is interesting to you, throw a like on the video, and we'll have a discussion about the other stuff at the end. I'm just kind of going over everything now. So we had gotten the scripting rate as low as it was going with suspensions alone. Cheaters gonna cheat. So our now move is a preventative measures. They're basically saying, you know, we're as good as stopping scripters as we possibly can, like detecting them to ban them. So now we just want to, like they're saying, we know if you're scripting, you'll just get banned. We're very confident we know who's scripting. But now we're just going to try and stop scripts to begin with. Cool. All right, so what is this? Are the cheats actually helping the ranked players? So this is where I talked about, like, you know, earlier when I was in Diamond 1 and that, yeah. Like, scripts will like, look at this. This person's got like a 60... These people, of average scripting ranked percentage of winning, was 64%. That's a really good win rate for, like, not even playing the game. But as you can see, something's happening that, like, scripters are losing a lot more. That they're actually saying... There's still positive win rate, by the way, so you're still benefiting if you are a scripter. Because remember, the average person in the league has a 50% win rate. The average person in the league. So a scripter right now still has a 54% win rate. So it is still better than average, and it's still, you know, cheating and stuff. So that's not good, but it's a lot better than it used to be. So that's interesting. Very interesting. So they're saying... Scripts are most useful on mechanically intensive champions, AD carries, Cassiopeia, etc. And basically, the interest of reducing efficiency on perfect cast timing, and then also with moving and stuff. And also dodging abilities too, I'd imagine. In an effect to evade behavioral detection, developers voluntarily added additional delay to their own automated actions. Oh my, see, they're trying, the cheating developers are trying to get smarter. That are like, all right, won't make the bot instantly react, or make it, like, delay by 0.4 and stuff like that. Again, Riot know all this stuff. Like, I will say, it is a bit surprising that they are showing all this, because if you're somebody who develops cheats, you're reading it going, they just know everything that we're going to do. Like, the thing I will say, you're not going to be a multi-billion-dollar company that don't want cheats. Like, you're basically like a criminal on the run. You're always going to have to change what you're doing, always, which is very stressful, and you're not really getting paid that well for it. These people that their job is to chase you and beat you, they're getting paid probably quite a bit of money to do that. They're getting rewarded. So, interesting. Constant unrelating takedowns of scripting providers have forced continual takeover of platforms and code bases. Imagine trying to get your car running smoothly, but someone keeps stealing all your lug nuts. That's what I'm literally saying, is you are trying to start your car, and then these guys just take parts away from it. They're like, oh, that thing you developed 2 weeks ago, we've broken that now. Oh, that thing that you developed 3 months ago, that was the big part of your script, we've got rid of that. That's what's going on. So yeah. All right, so that's scripting. I'll say very interesting. I've never been that fussed about scripting, if I'm honest, because I know what I'm about to say kind of goes against the win percentage and that. I've never found scripters that hard to deal with, because the robot that's playing isn't human, so doesn't have human decision making. It just has human inhumane reactions. So if you just kind of the player that scripts is never a good player. When they are moving their character, and they're going to make the wrong decisions all the time. They're going to go bot lane by themselves. They're going to go mid lane by themselves when they shouldn't be there, and that's still going to get them killed, because the player behind the cheat is still a very bad player. That's why they're cheating. So I've never been that fussed about scripters. Again, I don't want them in the game, so it's good that Riot's doing something about it. But yeah. Right, so the boosting one, I say, this is where this is the point that I want to know what Riot's doing about boosters. Because I hate the idea of boosting. The idea that someone else is on your account and gets you into a rating, and then you have the audacity to log back into that account and go, I'm diamond, let's go play some ranked games on my account. It's no, that to me, absolutely, ugh. Again, I don't want to call him out by name, but there was a guy in our community, and he was a diamond player, and there was just something off. In every fan game that we played, in every Twitch subscriber, something was off. And me and my friend Galzik, who's a mod, both of us being actual diamond players, was there is something not quite right. He's playing his main champion, which was Lucian, I think. Something was off. So I confronted him. I was like, that's not your account, is it? And he's like, no, it is my account. And he kept that for a little while, and I was like, what's happened? He's like, no, okay, I bought this account from a friend who quit League. It's a diamond account. I'm like, what rating are you really? He's like a silver player. I'm like, Again, you're not fooling anybody. You didn't get the rating. So yeah. All right. So sometimes the grind out of silver can be a little exhausting. Not really. It might cross the mind of less scrupulous to have someone else do it for them. Additionally known as buying the trophy or shopping at Borders. Boosting is heavily driven by end-of-season rewards. 68% of boosts are only to Gold 5, which again is for the the Victorious Orianna skin, for example. And I will say that the current way that the rewards are being done this season, that might hurt the boosting market a bit, because you have to remember the border is no longer a reward for your rank. If you guys didn't know that, at the end of season rewards, yeah, your border is no longer part of that. Your border is next year's rank season. Your border changes depending what rank you currently are, I believe. So that's probably gonna devalue the boosting market a bit, I guess. But as though it's also motivated to the desire to appear skillful. Literally, I'd say, sure, most of them are probably for the rewards, but a very big underlying thing with boosting is probably young people. I don't imagine older people do it, because I think they're a little bit more secure in themselves. If they're not good at a video game, they just understand that. They're like, oh, I'm just not very good. But I'm thinking a 16 to 17-year-old who's still in high school, who has that peer pressure around them of, let's say, their friend group is just better at the game than them. They're getting hey, I'm Diamond, I'll see you in Diamond solo queue. That's the person that I think is probably likely to try and get a boost, to be get my account to Diamond so I can say to my friends I'm Diamond. Or if that's, you have that one egotistical friend in the group that, everybody's gold, but it's oh, get my account to Diamond so I can say to my gold friends, I'm Diamond. That's who I think boosting kind of goes to a lot. Again, the bigger thing is probably the rewards, but I do think a big thing's that too. It's okay to tell your friends you're silver. A good friend will still accept you. 100% true. Again, my friends are a lot lower rating than me. I think in my, if you want to talk my actual friend group, not actual, what my main friend group, not including other YouTubers, I think the highest rating was Gals. He doesn't play anymore, but I think he maximum got to about Diamond 3 over the years. but he very much often just stayed in like Diamond 5. That's kind of where his bread and butter was. Maybe Diamond 4 a bit. So that was him, and then the rest of our friend group was Silver and Gold. You know, that's it. That's fine. That's just the way that it was. Me and Gals took it a bit more seriously. Obviously, I took it a lot more seriously. That's fine. Like, it's not a big deal. Speaking from experience, it can be incredibly frustrating to see a Diamond 2 player in your Gold 3 ranked games, or even worse, to have a boosted animal in your Platinum 5 promos. The best games are those between players on the same skill level, and to that effect, we consider boosting to be in any case where a player plays on an account significantly different rating for the purpose of increasing its ranked standing. Boosting has been traditionally hard to prevent, so we're forced to detecting the most obvious offenders. I'll have a little bit of a... So basically, they're just keeping a little thing secret. But again, Riot's... what they determine as boosting is a little bit different to what I determine as boosting. You know, they're saying, literally right there, if you're playing on a different account in the intent to get it high rating. So if I, right, just to say, this is completely legal, what I'm about to say. I have 7 different ranked accounts. And they're all leveled by me. I leveled them on stream. They're all legit League of Legends accounts that I leveled. There's nothing wrong with them. I can jump on one of those accounts, duo with one of my friends who are silver or gold, and that's completely fine because it's my account. We're just duoing. What they're saying boosting is if one of my silver friends goes, oh, Huz, can you just get me to gold? All right, give me your password, give me your username, I'll log in your account, I'll play around, get you gold. That's what they think is boosting. Again, I agree. I just think, I actually think if someone's smurfing and duoing, I would actually still count that as boosting, but I don't know, that's just me. So here's some stuff. So daily accounts boosted by ranking. So this is actually daily. Wow, that's a lot of data. So, what's it trying to say? Okay, so this is a year of ranked. This is last season of ranked, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. So, they're saying boosts in progress. So, God, they know all this. Jesus Christ. Again, if you've been boosted, you're probably going to be worried right now. So, they're saying for the 20... This was last year. So, at the beginning of the season... There was a spike in just get me to a rank at the beginning of a season and then massive spike at the end of the season. So they're saying, again, I'm not very good with colours, obviously, being colourblind. But they're saying that gold is very much the most, like, thick, aren't they? And then platinum, and then a bit of diamond at the beginning of the season, then diamond at the end of the season. So, and then platinum kind of throughout. So gold is definitely the most popular that people just want to get gold. Then platinum, and then diamond. So probably diamond, again, I don't know the market. I'd imagine diamond might be too expensive, maybe. Maybe that's why people don't go all the way to diamond. But wow, again, that's a lot. So at the end of last season, they're saying that just under 30,000 accounts were being boosted. Again, they don't say what server. They don't say if this is the whole of League of Legends. They don't say if this is just North America. Is this just the US? They don't say, so we don't really know. I would, again, if I had to guess, I'd say this is probably just North America, but I don't know, because 30,000, yeah, again, I've always said people overblow it. I said that at the beginning of this video. The likelihood of you've ever been really with an actual account that's getting boosted is incredibly low, especially if you're in lower ranks. Because there's just how, you know, common math works. They're saying, let's just say this is just North America. And again, this could be the whole of League of Legends. But let's just say this is North America. North America has an active 1.5 million, or about 1.8 million ranked players. So they're saying, let's just say, and we'll go at the biggest time that people are getting boosted. So 1.5 or 1.8 million active ranked players every single month. Just under 30,000 boosted accounts. You're talking it's in like the couple percents less that you're even going to meet a booster, let alone if you're in bronze or silver, there is like, you know, a couple hundreds, a couple thousand maybe accounts that are getting boosted in this area. It's so unlikely you're ever going to meet a booster. And that is just if this is just North America. If this is, you know, North America, EU West, EU Northeast, they're adding all that together, it's probably like 0.01 that you're ever going to meet somebody that's actually getting boosted. It's very, very low. Very low. So the most apparent spikes that are associated with well-researched phenomena, play my placements when we bro, or yo, hook me up with the Victorious Graves. So, yeah. So people are either too nervous to play placements and they just want to have a good start to their season, have a good player play their placements, or I'm not good enough, hey, can you just get me the Victorious Graveskin? Again, this was for last season. Our goal in punishing this type of thing is to disincentivize those who'd hope to turn it into a business. And in that regard, we've got a long way to go. Putting the boostees in timeout is only part of the equation. Starting now, we plan to do a better job of identifying and shutting down the business that sell boosting. Again, I'm not sure. Well, if I know, then Riot should. There was a guy, I can't remember his full name, but all I remember, he was known for Vayne, and his Twitter profile had several thousand followers. He was just advertising his own boosting company. Like, openly advertising his own boosting company. I think he used to be a streamer, and because he was really toxic and used to boost people, he got that thing that he just started to hate Riot, so he did everything in his power to do stuff to Riot. Like, to me, that was crazy. I don't think he's still around anymore, but that was crazy how long he was around for. But yeah, if they actually are going to start going for these boosting people and actually, putting legal action to them, which would be my guess. Again, if you've got a website registered, there's an address line somewhere that Riot will be able to find out who you are. If you've got a website, if you've even got a Twitter account, they probably can. If they've got a legal thing that they can go after you. So yeah, I think that would be great if they actually officially start to go after these people more. And then finally, I think this is the third. So again, this is a fairly long video, but it's a very interesting topic to me. Botting. So, leveling bots. These toasters are a real thorn in the gaming universe. League is a free-to-play game, and as that label suggests, they're a low barrier to account creation. Yasuo mains need new smurfs to practice on, and those few million scripters we've banned need new accounts to annoy us with. It's created an awkward market for fresh level 30s, and this is something we want to avoid, both to keep new player experience healthy and to keep our punishments miserable. So what have you done? So we're working on this. We've got a few PhD candidates, and of those nerds are actively whipping up machine models. The electric dishwashers. They really go after these bots. Holy moly! Bots fighting bots, real edge of your seat stuff. They've trained on player reports too. So if you find yourself up against a cold pressed juicer, go ahead and smash the report button. So they're actually saying we're going to be detecting bots a lot more. ARAM falls into an unfortunate scrutiny here because it's the easiest game mode to design a bot for and the shortest game mode to receive experience from. Run it down mid, cast everything, collect champion capsule. So yeah, ARAM is obviously a big thing here. Monthly ARAM, so this is just for ARAM per region. What? That's insane if Oceania is first. Again, I'm really bad with colours. Is Oceania first? I think so. If Oceania is that colour, again, I could be wrong here because my eyes... That's insane. The reason why I'm reacting like that is Oceania is the smallest League of Legends server. Again, it's why I've said before, if you're a diamond player on Oceania, great, but it doesn't mean a whole lot because there's only something like 180,000 active ranked players on Oceania. Like, nothing. So if Oceania has the largest amount of botted accounts, but the least amount of ranked players... There is something really weird going on there. So I'm pretty sure because that color, this is there. So North America is in second. EU West, I'm pretty sure is that, and EU North is that. So Oceania must be their first. Wow, that's insane. I would never have expected that. I don't think anybody would have. Wow. Okay. So Oceania has a big problem. The smallest community with the biggest botting ARAM problem. I wonder why. Surely there's not a market. If there's so little players playing, who's buying the accounts? I don't get it. Maybe they just are really bad at detecting them in Oceania, so I don't know. What you can see here is the effect of a campaign to cue bots against other bots, which is just a stepping stone on the path to our victory, or to victory. Our ultimate goal is to ban these things back to the home appliance store they came from, but penultimately we'll settle for players never seeing them. They'll get banned before they're sold. And for now, we're down to eat the server costs if these are... So basically what they're trying to do is they're trying to basically find... They're trying to force the bots to play against each other. Therefore, Riot can kind of go, oh, all 10 of those are bots, ban them all instantly. They're just trying to force them into a wedge, into a corner that they will eventually be like, yeah, we know they're all bots, ban them all. cool. The list is an exclusive. Cheaters are always going to look for new ways to cheat. While that's great news for my job security, it also means the work is never finished. Okay, cool. That is it, basically. So there's a lot to take in, and again, I find this stuff interesting. Wow. So firstly, I'll just say in the comment section below, let me know what you think of this stuff. Do you find it interesting? Like, how much of cheating have you experienced in League? I'll say I've definitely had bots when I've been leveling accounts. You know, again, I level a new account at least once a year. I've definitely had bots in my early games of normals when I'm leveling up an account. Definitely that's happened. So that'd be nice if that doesn't. And I will just say, if you are somebody right now that doesn't see the issue with botted accounts, because some people right now be like, oh, what's the problem? Like, you know, you just get a fresh 30 again. So a couple things just to make it clear. So it is the biggest thing, and the issue with level 30 accounts being so widely accessible and probably being quite cheap, I'd imagine, is that for people who are toxic, who are scripting, who are just cheating in general, just really bad in the game, it basically makes the punishment system worthless, because they can just, like, get banned or whatever they do, get banned on an account, spend, I don't know, 20 bucks on a new level 30 account, and that's like nothing, so they're straight back in the game. If those botted accounts weren't available, and that you couldn't get easy access to a new level 30 account, well then it really does hurt those players, because then they've got to level a whole new account themselves to level 30, which can take a little while. Are they going to do that? Probably not. And by the time, with all these increasing systems, if those scripters, and you saw there 91% of scripters keep scripting after they're banned, if they're forced to level a new account and they can't buy one, and they just script while leveling up the account, by the time they get to level 30 and back ready to go into ranked, that account probably would have got banned again. So that's what Riot wants to do. And just further point, that if you are somebody that does support buying level 30 accounts that are from botters, you are supporting the same people that hack people accounts and sell them accounts. They're the exact same people. There's a market for people that hack accounts, sell those accounts, and obviously the person that buys those accounts is a complete fool, because, you know, 90% of the time, maybe even more than that, the original owner will always get their account back. You know, for example, for me, I'll just say my account, I know my account is very well sought after. I own every single skin. It's got rare skins. It's in the top crazy percentage in the game in ranked. I know my account is sought after. I get messages all the time. Will you sell that? You know, or you're going to be careful of your account all the time. Again, it would be idiotic if people went for my account, because all I need to do is just go, yo, yeah, hey, Riot, my friend, give me my account back. So that's probably why I'm safe. But I will say, I do hope Riot do implement like a 2-step verification or some type of authentication. Like my Blizzard account, I've had this for years. This is a Blizzard authenticator that I've got for years. That I press that button, a little code comes up. It's not connected to anything. Well, actually, I don't really know how it works. But, you know, I actually legit don't know how it works. But something like this for League of Legends, please. I'd have it on my keychain and everything, because why wouldn't you? But that's it. Like, overall, I think it's just really cool that Riot is working to get rid of cheaters in our game. The one that I thought they prioritized the most, I actually hope, is boosting. Just the general idea of boosting just rubs me the completely wrong way. You know, scripting is still, you know, I hate with a passion, but the player, I guess, is still on their own account. They are like they are having to put in the time, I guess, to get up in rating. It's still banned. They should still be permanently banned with no questions asked. But boosters, to me, oh, when you're not even putting the time in, when someone else is doing it for you and you're paying that, and it just it boils my blood. And that, obviously, that is the worst version of boosting to me. Again, I do class boosting as like if you're duoing with a friend and stuff, and you're on a Smurf, they're on their main account, you're helping them get gold for the first time. I still think that's boosting, but Riot doesn't, which is fine. But anyway, that's going to be it. Again, fairly long discussion today. A lot longer than I was expecting, but it's so interesting to me. So in the comment section below, leave all your opinions. Again, if you are somebody that's cheated, I do invite you to say why you did, what did you get out of it. Again, I'm not going to say you're going to be protected, because I imagine people will be angry, but if you want to do it, feel free. But anyway, like the video, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. See you.